You're calling from 01145, correct?
Yes, Denmark.
Denmark. You are,
Yep.
you are a This Week in Startups fan from Denmark.
Yes, 11 o'clock around here. Big fan since Gary V, maybe,
Oh, good.
around that time. 1 month later or something, I decided to quit and start my startup.
Really? Oh, wow. So you took the prescription, and 30 days
Yep.
later, you came out of your sickness of working for other people and started your own company.
Yes,
And now,
way more excited.
yeah, it's basically like the Matrix. Once you realize that it's just the Matrix, and you get out of your that gelatinous gel and you rip it out, you say, "I don't want to be part of the machine."
Yeah.
Now you can fight against the machine. Okay, calling from Are you from Copenhagen?
Yeah, Copenhagen.
What's that restaurant in Copenhagen, the famous one with the open sandwiches on the brown bread?
Oh, I don't know. There are so many.
It's a woman's name.
It's a woman. Why don't you look that up? Marta something?
It's a family restaurant.
Family restaurant that's been open forever. It's right in the center of Copenhagen.
mother,
but you get those brown bread sandwiches with the lox on top.
Smørrebrød.
It's a Smørrebrød? Is that how
Yeah, you have to get out. I'm actually Portuguese,
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm here for so
Okay.
I don't know all. Wow.
All right, so you know how Shark Tank works. You have 60 seconds to pitch us your idea. And I'm going to ask everybody who is in the chat room to rate the idea on a scale of 1 to 10 for the pitch and a scale of 1 to 10 for the idea. So everybody in the chat room get ready. Anibal, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, go.
Okay, Influads.com is an advertising network built around influence. We aggregate different websites around topics of interest. For instance, startups, entrepreneurs, design, fashion. But Influads is also for advertising what minimalism is for architecture. We try to clear the web out of the bad advertisement. And we do this by having one very simple but premium ad per page. We carefully select our publishers and advertisers, so their unique value is reflected into the end user. This gives users a very clear value proposition, so they want to click the ads, and they also a very clean and clutter-free web experience, because the website is out of ads, basically. Advertisers win through influence, contextualization, and visual relevancy, since there is no noise fighting for their attention. There are a lot of other details, like endorsing advertisers and not endorsing their competitors, but basically this is Influads.com. Okay,
well done. I think I understood the presentation. And I'm assuming Influads is influads.com?
Yes.
Okay.
F-L-U-S. Yes.
Right. And Venture Hacks is one of your clients?
Yes, that's one of the most known ones on startups and entrepreneurs, actually.
Right. So what I interpreted from what you said is similar to the Dig ad model where people vote up the ads. You only serve one ad. It's the most popular ad, and it's some huge ad or something like that. It's the only ad on the page. You have 100% share of voice. But I'm on the Venture Hack site, and I don't actually see the ad. So I don't know what the ad looks like. So I'm having a hard time figuring that part out. But I do like the idea of maybe only doing really good ads and voting them up. It's just a little bit hard because sometimes the people who need advertising are the people who maybe are not as well known, so maybe they wouldn't get as many votes. But I think your pitch was clear, so I would give it a 7. And I've heard the idea before and seen it in various points, so I think that's also like a 6 or a 7. I'm looking in the chat room. I see people saying 6 and 7, 6 and 8, 3 and 7, 4 eyes glazing over, 3 and 3, too much. So anyway, you got a range of 6 and 8, 6 and 7.5. So I would say that you're in the good range. What does this? Oh, let me ask Scott. Scott, what did you think of the pitch and the idea?
You know, I think the idea actually has merit. I think
Sure.
vertical ad networks actually still have legs. You know,
Yep.
trying to create a horizontal one, forget about it. I think
Yeah.
there are too many in the world already.
Right.
But vertical ad networks, I think, actually is an interesting idea. I didn't like the pitch personally because, frankly, I didn't hear the story.
Right.
I didn't hear him tell a compelling reason about here's the problem.
Right.
Here's what I'm addressing. Here's
Sure.
my focus, and this is why it matters.
Right.
I didn't get that. So it felt like a laundry list of like I'm going to do this, this, and this, and it wasn't compelling from a story perspective.
I think that's good feedback. And so you would rate the pitch.
A pitch of 4, the idea is 7.
Okay. So if you had to choose, you would rather have a lower pitch and a better idea because you can always make your pitch better. Tell me, I have a question, follow-up question. What does the ad look like? Is it a leaderboard or is it a medium rectangle? I don't understand that piece.
The ad is actually in the front page, but very badly placed and with a color that kind of gets confused with the background. If you see on the top right, you will see there is a small ad there. So that's an area for improvement. The ad is not visible enough on the website.
Which website? Venture Hacks?
Oh no, VentureX. The community is launching only February 15th, so you have to wait 1 week to see on VentureX. If you go to influads.com, you will see on the top right corner one small ad, and that's basically the ad 125 by 90 pixels and 60 characters of text.
Strange. I'm on your side. I don't see it. But I do see that you have some. Pull out my screen for a second. Huh. I don't see it on the site. Where is the ad? Okay. Well, and how do you select the ads again?
The community is very carefully curated. We carefully select publishers and advertisers to make sure we build a very solid community around one specific topic. We don't want advertisers that won't give any value to the user. So we are really keen into getting relevant people on board.
Oh, I see. So the ad on your site is got your logo in it, and it says simple but meaningful in context and reach. So that little ad there is the ad, and it's one of those little box ads. Okay, so just a little tip here: if it's an ad, it's got to look like an ad. So I would put something in there that looks like an ad, you know, with an arrow on it that says like this is an ad, and here's how it will look, and here are some sample ads. The first thing I want to see on the site is what are the sample ads. And so you're telling me that little tiny ad is the only ad that's going to be on the page?
Each website will have only one ad like that each page.
So that's not going to work. It's not going to monetize.
No.
You're going to need a big ad that goes from left to right. That's like a marquee if you're only going to have one. And you should say you should somehow make it clear this advertiser was selected by our customers. Please, patronize them. Boom.
And I think operationally, making sure you have a standard IAB ad unit for efficiency reasons.
Sure.
You have people that are going to like place ads on your site.
Totally.
They don't want to do custom creative. You need to be standard ad unit sizes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not aggressive enough. It's too small, especially if you can have one. And the problem is really going to be most small sites have a hard time getting one advertiser, two advertisers. Now you're saying there has to be a market of them to get voted up and down, and so that's going to be hard. Because you're going to be turning away money, and most people don't have enough money. So, if this was Engadget and was sold out for the year, you could maybe do that. And in fact, I think that's how, either Vanity Fair or Rolling Stone worked that way. They used to, or maybe it was Cigar Aficionado. The head of the publisher of Cigar Aficionado, I think, used to pick who got the back cover based on how beautiful their ads were.
Oh wow!
So like you could say like I would like to have the back cover, and then he'd look through the ads and say, okay, you got it, and then they charge you a little extra for the back cover from whatever spot you're in. Anyway, you did a good job. You got a lot more work to do, and everybody can follow you. Are you on Twitter at Influads?
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody will follow you, and keep us apprised. Scott Simcoe, superfan Scott Simcoe, who is now blogger Scott Simcoe, will be following up with you in 30 days and seeing how you're doing. Hopefully you can keep iterating and make it better.
Yes.
Well
Thanks
done.
a lot for the feedback.
Cheers.
Feedback by Twitter is very welcome.
Okay. Good luck and get some sleep.
Thanks.
Bye.